So, hello everyone. My name is Abdullah Najri, and I'm going to be the moderator for today's webinar. Our subject is on productivity apps that are essential for improving the workplace. Today, I'm joined by my wonderful classmates, Mohammed and Abdullah Baraka, Hidayah Nui,
Hi.
Walid Ladli,
Hello.
and Hajar Najm.
Hi everyone.
So, we each have one app that we decided to cover, and hopefully by the end of this webinar, you will all have the necessary information to make a choice on how you want to improve your specific work environment. So, without further ado, I'm going to let my classmate Mohammed begin by talking about his application, which is Trello. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Today I'll be talking about Trello, a productivity app that helps organize work more efficiently. Whether you're managing projects, tracking tasks, or collaborating with remote teams, Trello helps provide simple, visual, and flexible way to keep everyone on top of the work. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the key features of how we can improve the workplace productivity. By the end of this presentation, you will see why Trello is very efficient. Moving on. So what is Trello? So Trello, you could see that there's three parts: easy to use and highly visual, adaptable to any workflow, and collaborative and accessible anywhere. Well, it is easy to use. Unlike any traditional to-do lists or spreadsheets, Trello follows the Kanban style boards, provide a clear overview of tasks and progress. Instead of sorting through long emails, threads, and documents, everyone can see everything on the spot in real time. Adaptable to any workflow. Trello isn't just for one type of work. It is used for marketing campaigns, software development, event planning, and HR onboarding, and even personal task management. Whatever your industry is, Trello can be customized to fit your workflow. Collaborative and accessible anywhere. Trello makes teamwork easy. Team members can work together in real time, leave comments, set due dates, and attach files. Plus, it's cloud based, so you can access it from anywhere: your computer, tablet, or your phone. Perfect for remote teams. Moving on to the key features of Trello. Well, Trello has three main components, which is boards, lists, and cards. Boards, think of a board as a project workspace. Every project gets its own board where all tasks and progress are tracked. For example, a marketing team might have a board for a new product launch with all tasks that are related to the campaign organized in one place. Whereas lists, within each board you have lists which organize tasks into stages. Team use three basic lists: to do, in progress, and done or completed. But you can create lists that fit your own workflow. For example, a software development team might use the list like backlog, design, development, testing, and even deployment. And lastly, cards. Cards, each individual task is represented by a card. Card hold all information needed to complete the tasks, including task description, assigned teams, due dates, checklists, attachments, and even labels. The best part, you can move cards between lists as progress as work progresses, just to drag and drop it. This makes it incredibly easy to track the status of any work in real time to make sure everyone is in the same page. Moving on to the other features of Trello, which is power-ups and automation. What are they exactly? Beyond its core features, Trello offers power-ups and automation, making it even more powerful. Power-ups, what are they exactly? Power-ups let you integrate Trello with other tools you already use. Some of the most popular power-ups include Google Drive and Dropbox, for example, Slack, get Trello updates in Slack Workspace, or even Calendar View, and even Nat charts, or also known as timelines. Automation, or also known as Butler automation in Trello. Trello also includes an automation system called Butler, which eliminates repetitive tasks with Butler. You can set up rules like automatically assigning tasks to team members when a card is moved in the progress section, for example, or sending reminders of deadlines that should be met according to the timeline. Archiving tasks are at the end of each week that are completed. This saves times and ensure no one falls through the cracks and everyone is on the same page. Well, moving on to how does Trello really improve workspace productivity? It enhances transparency. Everyone on the team can see project updates in real time, so no one is left behind. There is no need of constant check status or updates to, you could just check the board. Secondly, reducing meetings and emails. Instead of long emails and threads and constant meetings, which is really time consuming, all communications happen directly on Trello. This cuts down on unnecessary back and forth communication. Thirdly, boosting accountability. Since each task is clearly assigned with due dates, everyone knows what they are responsible for. So there's no chance for confusion or any missed deadlines. Lastly, support remote and hybrid work. Because Trello is cloud-based, it works seamlessly for remote and hybrid teams. No matter what or where your teammates are, they can stay in sync. A study found, isn't it crazy? A study has found that teams use project management tools such like Trello can improve efficiency up to 40% simply because everything is organized and is easy to track. Lastly, I'm going to talk about why should you use Trello? Well, let's look at the pricing of Trello, the plans that they have. Now how much does Trello cost actually? Well, there you have three plans: the free plan, and the standard plan, and the premium plan, and the entrepreneur plan. The free plan has everything that you need. It's just what each plan differs from is the data that you can have. Since they're all cloud based, each plan increases in more data that you can share. And for the conclusion, to wrap up why Trello is so powerful, that it helps teams organize, collaborate effectively, and automate tasks to improve efficiency. Trello keeps work organized, visible, and efficient. It can be customized for any team or industry. It reduces excessive meetings and emails. It integrates with tools like Google Drive, Slack, and even more. And it has flexible pricing. If you haven't tried Trello, I highly recommend it. And I'll be happy to answer any questions later on. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mohammed, for that amazing presentation on Trello. It seems very useful, especially when it comes to visual task management. But when it comes to managing bigger projects, for example, software development projects, I believe that's where Jira really shines. And I'll let my classmate Hajar cover that app in more detail. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdullah. So, hello everyone. Today I will be talking about Jira, one of the most powerful projects management tool used worldwide. Whether you are in a software development, IT, marketing, or try to organize your work, track progress, and collaborate efficiently, by the end of my presentation about Jira, you will understand what is Jira, how it works, and why so many companies rely on it for project management. So, Jira was created by Atlassian. It was originally designed for software teams to track bugs and issues. However, over time, it has evolved into a full-scale project management tool. Today, Jira is used by teams across industries, including software development, IT, marketing, and operations. Its flexibility allows teams to customize workflows and manage tasks efficiently. For how Jira works in 4 steps. First, you create a project and choose workflow, Scrum, Kanban, or custom setup. Next, you add tasks or issues and assign them to team members. The team track progress using boards, automation, and reports. Once a task is completed, it's resolved in the closed. This structured workflow helps team to stay efficient and well organized. So here's what a Jira board looks like. It visually organizes tasks into different columns, typically to do, in progress, and done. As team members work on tasks, they move them across the board. This makes it easier to track to progress at a glance. So Jira is packed with powerful features as well. The most important one is task tracking, which allows teams to assign work and monitor progress as well. It also supports agile methodologies like Scrum, Kanban. Another key factor is automation. Jira can automate repetitive tasks to save time. It also provides detailed reports and dashboards, helping teams to stay on the top of their work. So how uses Jira? Jira is widely used in software development teams. that follow agile methodologies like Scrum and Kanban, but it's not just for developers or IT teams. Use it also for support tickets, marketing, team. The reasons why so many love Jira is because of its ability to adapt to different projects and their needs as well. Moving to the next slide. So Jira offers many benefits as well. First, it improves team collaboration by keeping everyone on the same page. Second, it boosts productivity by helping teams prioritize and complete tasks efficiently. Third, it provides real-time insight, allowing managers to track progress and identify limitations. And lastly, Jira automates repetitive tasks, saving time and effort. So, despite its benefits, Jira does have some challenges. It can be difficult for beginners because of its complexity. The high level of customization can also be overwhelming. Additionally, Jira's pricing can be a concern for larger teams as advanced features come at a higher cost. However, once teams get used to it, Jira becomes a powerful tool. To sum up, Jira is an incredible, powerful tool for managing projects. It helps teams to stay well organized, works more efficiently. However, there is learning curve, and this may take time to fully utilize all of its features. If you are looking for a structured way to manage projects, Jira is definitely worth considering it. Sorry, thank you.
Well, thank you, Hajar, for your amazing presentation. Jira really is a wonderful tool, especially when it comes to managing big team projects. But when it comes to knowledge management, documentation, and brainstorming, I don't think anything beats the flexibility of Notion, which is the app that my classmate Walid is going to cover now. Thank you very much.
So, hello everyone. So, today I'm going to be diving into Notion, the ultimate all in one workspace. Whether you're managing projects, whether you're taking notes, or working with a team, Notion makes everything simpler and more organized. So, we're going to go ahead and explore how Notion can streamline your workflow and boost your productivity. So starting with slide one, why Notion? So Notion is not just some another note-taking app. It's your team all in one workspace. Whether you want to manage tasks, share documents, or collaborate in real time, Notion gives you the flexibility to work your way. Unlike all the other traditional tools, it combines notes, databases, and project tracking into a single user-friendly platform. No more switching between apps. Everything you would need is in one place and keeps your team organized, aligned, and productive no matter where they are. Moving on to slide two, we're going to be talking about the key features. So, the most important feature for me, at least, is Notion's block based system. It makes organizing contents effortless. Every piece of information you have, whether it's text, an image, or a task, Notion would make it as a block that you can move around freely, and this would give you complete control over how you structure your workspace. Notion also features very powerful databases, allowing you to categorize and filter information for quick access. Whether you prefer Kanban boards or calendar views or timelines, Notion is going to adapt to your workflow. Plus, with integrations for tools like Slack, as my teammates previously talked about it, or Google Drive, you can keep everything connected and in sync. So then we're going to be talking about organizing workflows with Notion. So we all know that keeping track of work can be very overwhelming, but Notion helps you make it easy. You can create custom dashboards to centralize everything your team needs, whether it's meeting notes, whether it's project updates, or even important documents. Task trackers help everyone stay on the same page by showing what's in progress, what's completed, and what's coming next. Roadmaps provide a clear overview of project timelines and dependencies, ensuring that deadlines are met. By assigning tasks and setting due dates, teams can boost accountability and minimize miscommunication thanks to Notion. And that's what I'm going to be talking about further in slide four, how you could enhance your team collaboration using Notion. Collaboration in Notion is seamless. It's what the app was made for. For example, imagine Google Docs, but with way more flexibility. Your team can work together in real time, edit documents, and leave comments, and keep discussions in one place. Sharing pages with internal teams or external clients is simple, making communication smooth and efficient. Plus, Notion's role-based permission lets you control who can view, edit, or comment on specific pages. This would ensure sensitive information stays protected while still allowing for an open collaboration. And next comes automating work with Notion and Notion AI, basically. So let's start off by automation, which we I know because I use Notion. It's such a game changer. Notion makes it very much effortless. There are so many pre-built templates for you to save time and eliminate repetitive setups, whether it's for meeting agendas, project plans, or task lists. Notion also provides linked databases that's going to help you avoid redundant data, and that is by connecting information across different pages. For example, a task list can automatically sync in with the project database and ensures that everything is up to date and in sync. And with Notion AI, my favorite thing about Notion, you can automate processes, summarize notes, and generate content faster, all thanks to AI. It's like having a built in assistant that helps you focus on meaningful work instead of doing admin tasks. And slide 6 is me explaining the best practices for you to maximize your Notion use and get the best out of it. So if you want to get the most out of Notion, simplicity and structure are key. A cluttered workspace slows productivity and keeps your pages and databases and databases very much messy. So lastly, let's talk about Notion templates. They're a very much huge time saver. They offer you a standardized way to manage tasks, projects, and documentation. Whether you're onboarding new members or tracking meeting notes, using Notion templates would ensure consistency, which would bring us to an end of our Notion deep dive. So, as we've explored its key features, its workflow benefits, its automation and AI capabilities, and best practices. So, Notion can transform the way your team works and would help you keep everything in one place and in sync. It makes collaboration effortless and boosts productivity. And if you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend giving it a shot. I'll let my teammate finish on with the next app. Thank you.
Well, thank you again, Walid, for your amazing presentation. This was very in depth, and I personally use Notion a lot, especially with the templates being so useful. But sometimes teams require really well-built real-time communication, and I think that's where Slack really takes the candle here. And I'm going to give that to my classmate Hidayah in order to continue talking about this in more detail. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdullah. So, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I'm Hidayah, and I'll be taking you through how Slack, a leading communication tool, helps enhance productivity in modern workplaces. Over the next few minutes, we'll explore how Slack improves communication, streamlines workflows, and enables efficient collaboration in teams. So, first of all, what is Slack? Slack is a cloud based platform that transforms how teams communicate. It is designed to bring together different forms of communication into one unified interface. Rather than using traditional email or siloed messaging systems, Slack organizes communication into channels based on teams, topics, or projects. It also supports direct messaging for private chats and file sharing for seamless collaboration. Integration with tools like Google Drive, Zoom, and Trello mean that Slack can become the central hub for all team activities. Slack stands out with its unique features that make it not only a communication tool, but also a collaboration hub. The channels are its backbone. Whether you're discussing a project or sharing general team updates, channels keep things organized. For more focused conversations, direct messaging is available. You can also share files, and thanks to Slack's powerful search function, finding that crucial document or a message from a few weeks ago is just a few clicks away. Additionally, Slack integrates with numerous third party tools like Google Drive, Zoom, and Trello, which makes it incredibly versatile. And importantly, notifications and settings are customizable to suit your needs, helping you stay on top of important updates without feeling overwhelmed. One of Slack's most significant productivity benefits is its ability to reduce email overload. By consolidating communication in one place, Slack minimizes the back and forth of emails, allowing for quicker decision making. Real time communication in Slack ensures that updates happen instantly and team members can respond promptly, which accelerates workflows. Also, with immediate feedback available via direct messaging or channels, there are fewer delays in project progression. Slack's design also supports the growing trend of remote and hybrid teams, enabling team members to stay in sync regardless of their physical locations, which makes it an indispensable tool for modern workplaces. To give you a better sense of Slack's impact, I should mention how some companies use it. For instance, Airbnb uses Slack to keep their teams connected across various departments, from design to customer support. By organizing channels by project, they can track everything in real time, which ensures that information flows smoothly so that no important details are overlooked. Similarly, Shopify relies on Slack's integrations to automate workflows, reducing manual work and increasing efficiency across teams. On the right side of the slide, you can see a screenshot that demonstrates how Slack can adapt to any team structure, which empowers teams to communicate effectively and collaborate without barriers. Um, Slack is not just a communication enhancer, it also fosters a culture of transparency. With all conversations happening in channels, there is no need to worry about important information being missed or buried in email chains. Everyone involved in a project can see updates in real time and provide immediate feedback. This creates faster decision making cycles, which is essential in today's fast paced work environment. Furthermore, Slack's channels make it easier for cross functional collaboration, allowing teams from different departments to work together seamlessly. Whether it's marketing, sales, or product development, Slack helps break down silos and encourage cooperation across many teams. Slack is particularly valuable for remote and hybrid teams. With people working from various locations, it keeps everyone connected, which is a very crucial thing. Slack ensures that all team members, whether working from the office or remotely, stay in sync. Everything is accessible in one place: archives of past conversations, shared files, and ongoing discussions, which makes it extremely easy to pick up where things left off, regardless of time zones. This flexibility helps foster autonomy and productivity, which enables employees to manage their time more effectively and stay aligned with team goals. To wrap up, Slack significantly enhances workplace productivity by centralizing communication, streamlining collaboration, and supporting a remote friendly environment. By reducing email clutter, improving real time feedback, and fostering cross team collaboration, Slack empowers teams to work smarter, not harder. Thank you for your attention, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Well, thank you again, Hidayah, for your amazing presentation. Slack is truly a game changer, especially when it comes to team communication and keeping everyone connected. But the app I'm going to cover, thank you again for your participation. The app I'm going to cover here is ClickUp. Not only does it try to appeal to a greater audience, but this app also helps teams and individuals stay organized and efficient on one application. So without further ado, let's all go directly into what is ClickUp. ClickUp is an all-in-one project management and productivity platform. It allows users to plan, track, and collaborate on tasks efficiently. Unlike other tools that focus on specific aspects like the ones we covered in this presentation, ClickUp brings everything together in one place, and it's designed to be highly customizable, and it works for individuals, small teams, and even large enterprises in order to achieve that. So let's talk about the key features that ClickUp offers. The main things that stand out is integration. ClickUp connects with over 1,000 third-party applications like Slack, which we mentioned before, Google, like all Google applications like Google Drive, Google Calendar, Google Meet, and the Zoom, Microsoft Teams as well. This makes it essentially easier to bring all of your work tools into one place in order to reduce the hassle of switching between apps. We also have automation, which allows users to automate certain tasks, like create rules, which means if a task status is changed to done, move it to the completed folder, in order to just minimize the hassle of having to do that manually. Then there's also dashboards and reports. ClickUp provides you with a very customizable dashboard where you can track project progress and task completion rates, workload distribution with very intuitive design so that you can tell exactly where you are in certain tasks. This is especially useful for managers who need to oversee multiple projects at the same time, or like multiple big projects as well. And you also have goal tracking, which means that you can set specific goals, and within those goals have specific micro goals, mini tasks, and so you can monitor your progress through those milestones in real time. And this feature is very useful for both your personal and professional goal setting. And then we also have the many views that ClickUp offers you. There's task view, for example, and collaboration. ClickUp offers multiple ways to view your tasks. We have list view for a structured list-based management. We have the board view, which is very similar to Trello's cards, which is very perfect for agile teams or just visualizing the amount of workflow that you need to have. There's also a calendar view in case you work mainly with meetings and you need to schedule things. And of course, mind map, which is similar to what Notion does for brainstorming ideas in general. Additionally, ClickUp allows you to have real-time collaboration, and meaning teams can comment on each other's tasks, also chat directly within the platform, similar to how Slack offers a direct chatting platform. But let's go more over into that. As you can see here on the example that I have on the slide, you can see the chat feature on ClickUp. Again, quite similar to how Slack does it, but everything all into one application. So why ClickUp? We all know that usually an all-in-one solution is great. It's very convenient, but it's not going to be better, or at least better than the more specialized solutions. But if what you're looking for is convenience, it's an all-in-one solution, which means instead of using multiple tools for task management, which can be a great hassle and can cost you a lot because you need to train your staff, for example, on multiple applications, or you could moving between those applications, it just brings everything into one place and makes it a lot easier, not only for the users, but also for the managers. It's also highly customizable, meaning you can tailor it to your specific workflow or whatever needs you have. You can use Kanban boards or Gantt charts or just a simple to-do list if that's all you're looking for. And also just makes collaboration a lot easier by having comments, chat features, document sharing. Teams can work seamlessly without needing to switch between platforms. And it is also very cost effective, which we'll get to that later when I talk about the pricing. ClickUp offers a lot of features, even in its free plan, making it a very budget-friendly option for many users and startup companies especially that might need that little boost. So let's talk about some real-world applications for ClickUp. Notably, we're going to start by talking about the software development aspect, because I'm sure you have been seeing a few ads about ClickUp, because it's only been blowing up recently, and it's trying to appeal to users of Jira, trying to simplify the workflow, because as we mentioned before, Jira does come with some difficulties when coming to learn, and this just attempts to solve that by making it a lot easier for even users from Jira to get used to ClickUp and its new workflow. So agile teams tend to use ClickUp to manage sprints, collaborate on tracking bugs, and also just collaborate on coding tasks in general. You also have marketing teams, because you have content calendars, campaign tracking, and team collaboration, which can become a lot more streamlined thanks to ClickUp's intense sets of features. And of course, you have personal productivity or freelancing, if that's your sort of thing, which means that individuals like just you and I or anyone else can just use ClickUp individually for managing your personal projects or setting reminders or just tracking progress, basically just uniting your entire work life into one application. Now, let's talk about pricing. So ClickUp offers 4 specific plans. The free plan, which is the one that you are defaulted to when you make a ClickUp account. It's great for individuals and even works with some small teams or small startups. And it offers essentially everything that you might need, but it does come with some limitations, for example, when it comes to storage, because most of these applications do rely on cloud storage services. But then if you need storage, you can look into the unlimited plan, which is $7 a month per user, which is ideal for startup companies that are starting to get some traction. It offers you more storage and more integration with different apps as well. There's the business plan at around $12 per month that includes advanced automation, like we spoke about earlier, as well as time tracking events and features. And then finally, there's the enterprise plan. This is custom pricing because you have to send them an email depending on the enterprise that you run, and you're going to get a very customized, very efficient version of ClickUp just for your company that can help you automate your entire workflow. But the free plan is already very powerful, so upgrading unlocks even more capabilities depending on your needs. But if you don't feel like you can benefit from the extra storage, it's going to be great for you at just the free plan. And that's pretty much all I have for ClickUp. So I'll invite everyone back on stage so we can conclude on everything. This brings us to the end of our webinar. To recap everything, we covered 5 powerful productivity tools: ClickUp, Trello, Notion, Jira, and Slack. Each of these apps serve a unique purpose, whether it's task management, team collaboration, knowledge organization, or software development. The great thing is that many of them integrate seamlessly and even into one another and allow you to build a workflow that suits your personal needs. And finally, a big thank you to our speakers and to everyone that I see in the comments that are talking. And I would like to open the floor now for the Q&A section so that we can see what you guys think and what you guys want to ask. So please feel free to send your questions in the comment section, and we will be talking about them. So we already have a few questions here. Let's go by the first one. So Umnia Nui says, how does Slack reduce workplace distractions and improve focus? I believe this question is for Hidayah, so I'll let you answer this.
Thank you. That's a great question. While communication tools can sometimes lead to information overload, Slack is designed to reduce distractions and help teams stay focused. First, it allows users to customize notifications, so you only get alerts for relevant messages, which reduces interruptions. Also, Slack's channel structure keeps conversations organized by topic, which prevents cluttered inboxes and unnecessary back and forth emails. Also, features like Don't Disturb mode or Do Not Disturb mode, scheduled messages, and integrations with productivity tools like Google Drive or Google Calendar help employees manage their time effectively. By giving teams control on how and when they receive information, Slack promotes kind of a more efficient and focused work environment. I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Thank you again, Hidayah, for answering that question. Let's see what else we have. We have a question here from Hiba bin Abdullah. She says, how does Trello compare to Notion for project management? I believe this question goes to Mohammed.
Yep. Thank you so much for the question. Well, Trello is more visual and task forced. Great for Kanban style. For example, Kanban style is a style that basically creates transparency, which Notion doesn't essentially have, which does not mean that Notion is bad. Notion, on the other hand, is more of a knowledge management tool that can be adapted for project management, but requires more setup than Trello. So essentially, it's just preference overall. It's not something that is this is better than that. I hope that answers your question.
Okay, thank you, Mohammed, for answering that question. Let's look over. We have a lot of questions here from our participants. Let's see. We have a question here from Zaino. What makes Slack a better choice for the workplace productivity compared to the other communication tools like Microsoft Teams or Discord? I believe this question again goes to Hidayah.
Yes, thank you for your question. Slack stands out to its user-friendly interface, extensive third-party integrations, and flexibility for teams of all sizes. Unlike Microsoft Teams, which is deeply tied to Microsoft's 365 ecosystem, Slack offers more integrations, over 2,400 apps, including Google Drive, Trello, and Zoom, which allows companies to customize their workflow regardless of the software that they use, compared to Discord, which is designed for more casual communities and gaming. Slack provides structured communication through channels, better message search capabilities, and enterprise-level security features. Ultimately, Slack is ideal for organizations looking for lightweight, highly customizable, and efficient communication tools that seamlessly connect with their existing workloads or workflows. I hope this answers your questions, and thank you.
Thank you again, Zainab, for your question. Let's look over what else other people have to say. We have here a question from Jaidi M. I have a question. You mentioned earlier that ClickUp does support card view similar to Trello. How does ClickUp compare to Trello in terms of usability? I think this question goes to me, so I'll be answering that for you. The main difference is that ClickUp offers a lot more features and flexibility than Trello, such as multiple task views, not just boards like Trello. There's also lists, calendar, and even mind maps if you just want to do like broader brainstorming activity. Also comes with automation, built-in document collaboration, and the 1,000 apps integration that we talked about earlier. However, again, this does come at the cost of a sort of steeper learning curve. Although ClickUp is pretty easy to learn, Trello just remains generally a lot easier because of its simpler and more visual quick task management. But yeah, that's pretty much the difference between the two in terms of usability. Thank you for your question. I hope that answers you. We'll move on to another question from the crowd. Here we have a question from Iman Dukali. How does Jira help teams improve their workflow and productivity? I think this question goes to Hajar, so I'll let you answer that. I think your mic is muted. Hajar, you have to unmute your mic.
I'm so sorry for that.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah, for the answering the question, so as I said before in my presentation about Jira, it enhances team productivity by providing a structured task and track tasks as well, and assigned responsibilities and monitor progress as well in real time. It also offers customizable workflows, automation features, and some, like for example, Scrum, Kanban, to help teams work more efficiently. Additionally, its integration with other tools like Confluence and Trello tools ensure the seamless collaboration and better project visibility between all the team. I hope it answers your question, Iman.
Thank you for answering the question, Hajar.
Thank you.
We're going to look at anyone else's questions. We have a question here by Anis Ojan. Is Notion more of a note-taking app or a project management tool? I think this question goes to Walid, so you're welcome to answer this.
Yes. So Notion is a hybrid tool. It's primarily for note-taking and documentation, and but it has databases, Kanban boards, and also calendars. You could adapt it for a project management. However, it's gonna lack some automation and reporting features found in ClickUp and Jira, as my classmates explained before. So yeah, that's it.
All right. Thank you for answering that question. Let's look at a question here. We have a question from May. It says, I have a question about Trello. Can Trello handle agile project management? I believe this goes for Mohammed.
Thank you so much for the question. Can Trello handle agile methods? Yes, Trello can be adapted for agile workflows, but it lacks built-in agile features like sprint planning and backlog management. However, teams can use power-ups such as Scrum for Trello or agile tools to enhance agility or agile functionality, or to implement the agile methods or the agile project management methods. I hope that answers your question. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, May, for your question. Let's look at any other questions we have here. We have a question from Northern. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Can Notion replace Google Docs or Evernote? I think this question goes to Walid again.
Yes, it does. So yes, Notion definitely can replace Google Docs or even Evernote, since Notion can store documents, notes, and databases in one place, and it makes it a very, very powerful alternative to Google Docs or Evernote. However, Notion's offline functionality is limited compared to those other tools. So if you are online, I would suggest you use Notion. If not, Google Docs or Evernote would be the better choice for you. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Walid. Looks like we have another question from May here. Is ClickUp actually suitable for large enterprises, or is it better for small teams/individuals? Well, ClickUp is highly scalable, making it suitable for both small teams and large enterprises because it offers advanced features like workload management, time tracking, automation, and goal setting, which means that it does actually benefit bigger organizations. But of course, if you are planning to scale up your organization, I think you should probably opt for the enterprise plan, because a team of ClickUp specialists will help you set up your specific workflow depending on what your company is actually like trying to do. So in this case, I guess it is scalable if you wish to also put in the necessary funds, because if you just stick to the free plan and you're trying to run a big enterprise, you're going to start to have a few problems. But regardless, if you're just a small company or a startup or a small team, or is it just personally you can perfectly fine just use this the free plan or one of the first few plans that are paid. I believe that answers your question. Let's look at any other questions we have here. We have a question here from Abdullah Cannon. It says, Trello is known for its simplicity. Does it have limitations for large projects? I believe that's for Mohammed to answer.
Sorry. Trello is known for its simplicity. Does it have limitations for large projects? Essentially, according to the pricing plan, for the free plan, you would have a limitation in terms of data or how much you can use the Butler or automation to export other things. But in terms of if it has limitations, no, it has no limitations in terms of large projects. You can have as big as you want it to be, as long as you can manage that board with your team, of course.
All right. Well, I believe that was all the questions that we had for today. And I would like to again thank all of you for participating in today's webinar and for your incredible support in the chat. You have not been gone unnoticed. And thank you again to the participants here. Thank you to Mohammed, to Hidayah, to Walid, to Ajar for your incredible presentations. I believe that's all the time we have for today. And again, thank you all for showing up. And hopefully we will see you guys in class or some other time. Thank you.
Thanks to you too, Abdullah, for being a good moderator.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.